And welcome this Sunday afternoon. I'm meteorologist Tom Kavicka. I'm going to give you a little weather update as we keep track of things. Looking at the Alexandria Tower cam, there's Texas Street. See a little bit of traffic there. Thanks to Central Broadcasting for these cams. We're showing 80 degrees and 68 dew point. A little unstable with those readings out there. You can see a little bit of vertical development on the clouds here across the area. And we're actually picking up some rain on radar. As we're looking at it, and going over toward LaSalle and Gina, lower 80s there, still seeing some of those cumulus clouds, not quite as much of vertical development there. Got some high level clouds as well looking, and so limited sunshine or kind of peekaboo sunshine there across the region. The skies, of course, allowing a little sun to get through enough to get us to 80 degrees or so. We are seeing a little bit of an uptick in the rain right now. We'll get a little bit closer view for that coming on in, and we're seeing, looks like a, let me put this in about an hour motion. You can see there's been an increase in convection. Those towers that I showed you on the cams, of course, those cumulus clouds are building up. They're getting buoyancy, instability from the atmosphere. So we're watching, it looks like the strongest thing that we're looking at right now is across kind of the border of Grant and Wynn parishes. Right in this particular area, we're seeing some thunderstorms. Let's see, from time to time, we're seeing a couple of lightning strokes out of that. And again, no indication we're dealing with anything severe, but these have definitely been on the uptick, as you see, as they move more or less toward Winfield and that area between Highway 84, Winfield, and Highway 84 toward Clarence. So right in that sector, we're seeing a lesser storm across Highway 84 in the eastern wind, but I think the crosshairs would be in and around the city of Winfield and maybe south of Winfield a bit on Highway 167 and Highway 84 and in 167 going north. So that kind of gives you an idea there. If these storms increase much more, I think there could be a little bit of a hail and wind threat with that. So we'll keep you informed, though, on what's happening. A satellite and radar indicating this energy coming through aloft. I think this boundary is a little bit too far to the east, but it gives you the right idea. There is a convergent boundary there just to the northwest of where those areas of showers and thunderstorms I showed you were on the radar, and hence the Storm Prediction Center has a limited risk of severe weather. This is a marginal risk extending down in toward those parishes between here and Shreveport, Wynn, Natchitoches, and Sabine. Futurecast showing that rain for this evening. And then once we get into Monday, I got a 1 p.m. shot. This is only one model's opinion. It'll be cloudy at that time, as you see here, but we'll see hit and miss showers, maybe an occasional thunderstorm at that time period. So not everybody's going to be getting rain for the eclipse. I think everybody will see some mostly cloudy skies, which will hamper the viewing. But hey, we just do as good as we can with it. The rain will increase and become heavier as we go toward the latter part of the afternoon and the early part of Monday evening. And then we kind of get a break as we go into Monday night. And of course, things will settle down a bit. Much of that action moves to the north of us across North Louisiana, Arkansas, and Northeast Texas and Northwest Mississippi. So that's round one, and here's your rainfall pattern. I'm going to forecast the totals that we expect now through Monday. I just kind of broad stroked an 80%, so rain is likely. There may be a few folks get left out of the rain. Common amounts will be less than an inch, so we're not looking for an overall potent system or rainfall totals out of this round one, if you want to call it that. Peak amounts could reach 1 to 2 inches here across central Louisiana. Now, looking ahead, we see a piece of energy now that's going to get cut off there across the southwest and into northern Mexico. Right in here, you can just kind of the center of a twist, if you will. On the back side of this, here's the wind speed and wind direction, and you can see that that southwest would turn northwest to the south and then toward the southwest. And all this entire area means that there's a large area of the atmosphere that is energetic. There's forces involved there. The weather is changing. It's a weather maker. It's a weather changer. It's one of these systems that they ask, why does the weather change so often? Well, it's these type of systems that do that. Now look what happens when I put this into motion. That's early Tuesday morning going into Wednesday in the evening hours, we will see that system right on top of us. And so in that process of that system moving in Tuesday and Wednesday, that is when our main event for severe weather and heavy rainfall is going to happen. Once we get past that, that system kind of rolls to the east of us, and we get some good weather come in as we head into the latter part of next week. Severe weather outlooks from the Storm Prediction Center. Yes, we're in it tomorrow. Not the highest risk, though. That'll be farther west. Tuesday and into early Wednesday, yeah, there's a risk there. And then for the rest of the day, Wednesday, there's a risk of severe weather. So basically, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we could be under the gun anytime for some severe weather. This is, again, what I call a combination event, excessive rainfall threat, as well as a severe local storms threat. The main episodes will be Monday. That will be the first one. That will be the weakest one. But we have the bigger one, which will be the PM hours Tuesday night, and into Wednesday morning. I think that is when the whole shebang kind of moves through the area, and that would be the highest risk of severe weather and heavy rainfall. All threats are on the table: wind, hail, tornadoes, and flooding. With this one, peak rainfall totals will exceed 5 inches in some locations. Not for everyone, but I think some places, once we count up the rain that happens Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, the rain accumulations, the totals, I think somebody's going to be over 5 inches with this, and maybe a good bit more in some locations. So that's the story from the severe weather and flooding standpoint. And here's your basic 7-day forecast then. There's your active period, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And the eclipse, hey, we'll do the best we can with it, folks. Maybe we'll get lucky and we can see at least a little bit of it. And we'll certainly see maybe some effects. So we're not that far from the area of cone of totality. We have a little front that will come through on the backside of that weather system Wednesday, Thursday timeframe. Clean things up for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Increasing clouds on Sunday, but it will turn cooler. 48 for a low Friday. And next weekend is looking pretty good. So that's the good news.